Hello students, welcome back to InViewPoint. I hope you all have watched our previous demo classes on class 9th and 10th science subject. So today I thought of taking a demo class on much simpler topic of class 11th mathematics, straight lines. Okay, so students, today in this class we will be discussing about how to represent a line in an xy plane, how to find the slope of a line. Okay, so we'll be discussing about in detail. So let's begin the class. So students, before we discuss about how to represent a line in xy plane, let's go through the basics of coordinate geometry. Okay, so see here, this line is x axis. Okay, and this line is y axis. Okay, this x and y line axis meets at a point O called origin. Okay, and this origin is represented by the point 0, 0. And what are these points? See here, the first 0 represents the x coordinate and the second 0 represents the second coordinate, that is y coordinate. Okay, so any point in an xy plane is represented by x coordinate comma y coordinate. Okay, so then an xy axis, see the xy lines, okay, xy axis divides the plane into 4 quadrants. Okay, so see, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. See, what you can see in the first quadrant, the x, all the values of x will be positive. Okay, and the values of y are also positive. Okay, so always if you represent the points in first quadrant, it will have x and y coordinates as positive values. Okay, if you consider the second quadrant, you can see that here the values of x will be what? Negative. Okay, and the values of y will be positive. Okay, so this is how you represent any point in a second quadrant. Okay, and then tell me what will be the coordinates in the third quadrant. It will be negative x and negative y, right? Because y, the values of x and y will be, both will be negative in the third quadrant, right? And in the fourth quadrant, the value of x will be positive and the value of y will be negative. Okay, is that clear, students? So this is how an xy axis divides the xy plane into 4 quadrants. Okay, so see, in this figure you can see a point, right, in the first quadrant. It is given in the first quadrant, right? So how do you write the coordinates for this point? See here, the value of x is how much? It is 2, right? So the x coordinate is 2 and the value of y coordinate is how much? It is 4, right? So it is 2 comma 4. Is it clear, students? So here in the first quadrant you can see that the value of both x and y are positive. Okay, and if you take the second quadrant, see here, tell me the coordinates of the point x, of this point. See, the x coordinate will be how much? It is minus 5 and the y coordinate is what? 2, right? So the point is represented as minus 5, 2. Okay, is it clear, students? Okay, then let's consider a point in a third quadrant. See here, see, this is the point, right? So here the x coordinate is what? Minus 2, right? X coordinate is minus 2 and the y coordinate is minus 2, right? So here the both values of x and y are negative. So in the fourth coordinate, if you take a point, see here, tell me the answer. What will be the coordinates of x and y in this? How will you represent this point in the xy axis? See, it will be what? 4 comma minus 4. Is that clear, students? So you can see that in the first quadrant, the value of x will be positive and the value of y will be positive. In the second quadrant, the value of x will be negative and the value of y coordinate will be positive. Okay. And in the third quadrant, you can see that the value of x will be negative and the value of y will be also negative. And in the fourth quadrant, see here, you can see that the value of x coordinate is positive and the value of y coordinate is what? Negative. Okay. You have studied all this in the class 10th. That's why I'm going fast. Okay. So today in this class, we'll be discussing how to find a slope of a line. Okay. So students, now let's consider a line P. Okay. Consider any line. So let it be P. Okay. And let it make an angle theta with respect to x-axis. Okay. And this theta is measured in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, from x-axis. Then we can call this theta as angle of inclination. So what is angle of inclination? Angle of inclination is the angle made by a line with respect to x measured in anti-clockwise direction. Okay. And the value of theta will be always in the range between 0 and 180 degree. Okay. So see, theta is an angle made by a line with respect to x-axis and it is measured in anti-clockwise direction. See, in this direction. See, this is anti-clockwise and this is clockwise, right? Clockwise is this, anti-clockwise is in this direction, right? So here you are measuring the theta in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this is the angle of inclination. Okay. So if you know the angle of inclination, then how will you find the slope or gradient of a line? See, the slope of the line is represented by the letter M. Okay. So see here, the line P makes an angle theta with respect to x-axis. So the slope of the line is given as M is equal to tan theta. So what is the equation to find the slope or gradient of a line? M is equal to tan theta. Is it clear, students? So theta is the angle of inclination and M is the slope or gradient of a line, which is given by the equation M is equal to tan theta. Okay. Now, let's consider a line parallel to or coinciding with x-axis. See here, in this figure, a line is given Q, right? Which is parallel to x-axis, right? So what is the angle made by the line Q with respect to x? It is parallel, right? So here the theta will be how much? It is 0 degree. See, the line Q is parallel to x-axis. So the angle between the line Q and x is what? 0 degree, right? So what is the equation for slope? M is equal to tan theta, right? So we can say that M is equal to tan 0, right? Substitute the value for theta. Theta is equal to 0. So you'll get M is equal to tan 0. That is, what is tan 0? What is the value? It is 0. So you can say that for any line parallel to x-axis, suppose here there is a line, okay, R, okay, and this is, so this is parallel to x-axis, then you can say that the angle of inclination is 0 degree and the slope of the line is tan theta. Suppose a line is passing through the x-axis, right? Suppose there is a line passing through x-axis, okay? Then what is the angle made by the line with x-axis? It is again 0 degree, right? So if you consider any line parallel to or coinciding with the x-axis, then the angle of inclination is 0 degree and the slope will be what? It is M is equal to 0. Okay. Now let's consider a line parallel to y-axis. Okay. See here, consider a line K. Okay, and it is parallel to y-axis. So what is the angle of inclination? Angle of inclination is the angle made by the line with respect to x. Okay, and it is measured in anti-clockwise. Here, see here, the angle made is how much? 90 degree, right? So what will be the slope? M is equal to tan theta. Theta is how much? 90 degree. So that is M is equal to tan 90 degree. That is equal to how much? It is not defined, right? It is not defined, right? What is tan 90? It is sine 90. It is sine 90 by cos 90, right? Sine 90 is how much? 1 and cos 90 is how much? 0. So 1 by 0 is we can say it as infinity or it is not defined. So whenever you consider a line parallel to or coinciding with a y-axis, the angle of inclination will be 90 degree and the slope will be not defined. The slope is not defined. And if you consider a line parallel to or coinciding with x-axis, then the angle of inclination is 0 degree and the slope is m is equal to 0. Slope will be 0. Okay. So what is the equation to find the slope of a line? It is m is equal to tan theta. Is it clear, students? So this is the formula to find the slope of a line. Okay, so students, now let's find the slope of a line if the coordinates of any 2 points on the line are given. Okay, so let's consider the first case. See, first case is when angle of inclination theta is acute. It means that angle theta will be less than 90 degree, right? So consider a line, say K. Okay, and then the angle of inclination of this line with respect to x is what? It is theta, right? So this is angle of inclination. Okay, so we have to find the slope of the line, right? So the equation for slope is what? M is equal to tan theta, right? M is equal to tan theta. So we have to find tan theta, right? For that, draw a perpendicular from point Q to the x-axis. Okay. Suppose it meets at point R on the x-axis. Okay. Then draw a perpendicular from point P to QR. Let it meet at point M. Okay. Then we can say that angle MPQ is what? That is also equal to theta. Is it clear, students? So angle MPQ is equal to theta, that is angle of inclination. So find, see, you can see that angle, see this triangle QMP is a right angled triangle, right? So find the value of tan theta. See, in the right angle triangle QMP, you can say that tan theta is equal to what? It is tan theta. How will you find tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. That is QM by MP, right? So that is equal to, see, QM is what? Q, the value of Q. QM is, see here, you can see Q, the value of Q here is, the coordinates are y2 minus, QM is y2 minus y1 and MP is what? x2 minus x1. Is it clear? See here, QM, right? So QM, the value QM is equal to y2 minus y1. Okay. See, the M is in the same line of point P. So QM is equal to y2 minus y1 and MP is equal to x2 minus x1. So tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. What is tan theta? It is slope, right? So we can write M is equal to tan theta, that is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Is it clear, students? So the equation to find the slope of a line when when the coordinates of any 2 points on the line are given is M is equal to tan theta, that is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, this is a case when the angle of inclination is acute, that is, it is less than 90 degrees. So let's consider case 2. when theta is obtuse, that is the value of theta is greater than 90 degree. Okay. So consider a line say S. Okay. Then what will be the angle of inclination? It is theta. See here, this is the angle of inclination, right? Angle of inclination is a angle made by the line with respect to x axis, right? Measured in anti-clockwise direction. So here, this is the angle theta. And this angle will be what? 180 minus theta. Why? Because the angle of a straight line is what? 180. So if this angle is theta, this angle is 180 minus theta. Okay. So now let's draw a perpendicular from point Q to the x-axis. Let it meet at point R. Okay. And draw a perpendicular from point P to QR and let it meet it at M. Okay. Then we can say angle MPQ is what? 180 minus theta degree. Right? Okay. So that is angle MPQ is equal to 180 minus theta. So we can say theta is equal to 180 minus angle MPQ. Right. So what is the equation for finding the slope of the line? M is equal to tan theta. That is, we can write M is equal to tan of theta is what? 180 minus angle MPQ. Okay. So that is tan of 180 minus theta is how much? Minus tan theta, right? We have studied it in trigonometry. So tan 180 minus angle MPQ is equal to minus tan of angle MPQ. Is it clear, students? So from the right angle triangle MPQ, what will be the equation? It is minus tan MPQ, angle MPQ is opposite side by adjacent side, right? That is QM by MP, that is equal to minus of Y2 minus Y1 by X1 minus X2, that is equal to what? Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. See, so students, we can say that when the value of angle of inclination theta is acute or obtuse, then the slope of the line is given by the equation m is equal to tan theta, that is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so for both the cases, the slope of the line is given by this equation. Okay, is it clear, students? Okay, now let's solve some problems. Okay, see the question. Let's see the first question. Find the slope of a line making inclination of 60 degree with positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so see here the theta value of theta is what? That is equal to 60 degree. So in the question they have asked to find the slope of the line. So m is equal to tan theta, that is equal to tan 60, that is equal to what? Root 3. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Now let's consider the next problem. Find the slope of a line passing through points 3, minus 2 and minus 1, 4. See here, the first point is, say P, x1, y1 is equal to how much? That is equal to 3 minus 2. And let the second point be Q, x2, y2 is equal to what? Minus 1, 4, right? Then what is the equation to find the slope of a line? M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, right? So M is equal to, what is the value of y2? It is 4 minus y1 is what? Minus 2, right? 4 minus minus 2 by x2 is what? Minus 1 minus x1 is 3, right? So m is equal to, see, 4 minus of minus 2 becomes 4 plus 2, right? Divided by minus 4, that is equal to 6 by minus 4, that is equal to minus 3 by 2. So the value of slope m is what? Minus 3 by 2. Is it clear, students? So this is how you find the slope of a line when the coordinates of 2 points of the line are given. Okay. Now find the slope of a line passing through the points 3 minus 2 and 7 minus 2. Students, find the answer. Okay, students. So did you get the answer? Okay, let me solve the problem. See here, the point P. Okay, let the first point be P x1 y1 is equal to what? 3 minus 2. And point, second point Q x2 y2 is equal to 7 minus 2. Right. So what is the equation for slope? M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Right. So substitute the value for y2, y1, x2 and x1. What are the what will you get? M is equal to minus 2, y2 is minus 2 minus y1 is what? Minus 2, right? Divided by x2 is 7 minus x1 is 3, right? So that is minus 2, minus of minus 2 will become minus 2 plus 2 by 10. So that is the slope of the equation is 0. Is it clear, students? So here the slope of the line will be 0. Now let's discuss the condition for parallelism of lines. Okay, so consider two lines, say A and B. See, here you can see that the two lines A and B are parallel to each other, right? So what is the angle of inclination made by these lines with respect to x-axis? It is alpha. Let it be alpha and beta. Okay, so alpha is the angle of inclination made by the line A, and beta is the angle of inclination made by the line B, right? See, we can see here that both the lines A and B are parallel to each other, right? So we can say that alpha is equal to beta. Okay, since these lines are parallel to each other, we can see that alpha is equal to beta. So take tan on both sides, then we'll get tan alpha is equal to tan beta, right? What is tan alpha? It is the slope of the line A, and tan beta is the slope of the line B, right? So we can say that whenever two lines are parallel to each other, then their slopes will be equal. So if the slopes of any two vertical line, non-vertical lines are equal, then we can say that those two lines are parallel. Okay. So if consider two lines which are perpendicular to each other, say here it is given taken P and Q, two lines are taken, okay, two lines P and Q are taken and they are perpendicular to each other. Then what is the inclination made by the line P with x-axis? It is alpha, and the inclination, angle of inclination made by the line Q is beta. Then we can say that beta is equal to 90 plus alpha. See here, students, if you're drawing a line parallel to x-axis, okay, parallel to x-axis, then this is x-axis, right? Then this angle will be alpha, right? So we can say that beta is equal to 90 plus alpha. Now take tan on the both sides. We can say tan beta is equal to what? Tan of 90 plus alpha. Then what is tan beta? That is the slope of the line. Here it is Q, right? MQ, that is equal to what is tan of 90 plus alpha is what? You can write it as minus of cot alpha, right? Tan 90 plus theta is equal to minus cot theta. that is equal to minus of 1 by tan alpha. What is tan alpha? That is the slope of the line P, right? So we can say that when rearrange these equation, that is mq is equal to minus 1 by mp, that is we can say that mq into mp is equal to minus 1. So whenever two lines are perpendicular to each other, we can say that their slopes, the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. So if two lines are parallel to each other, we can say that their slopes are equal. If, okay, that is for parallel condition, the slope of those two lines will be equal. When the two lines are perpendicular, we can say that the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. Okay, is it clear, students? Okay. Now let's discuss another problem, okay, with this concept. See, the question is, line through the points minus 2, 6 and 4, 8 is perpendicular to the line through the points 8, 12 and x 24. Find the value of x. Okay. See students, here the two lines are perpendicular to each other, right? So we can say that the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. That is m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, right? Then let m1 be the slope of the first line and m2 be the slope of the second line. Okay. Then you have to find the slope, right? Here this line is, how can we find the slope of the line? See here, the coordinates of 2 points of the line is given, right? So for the first, consider the first line, okay? The coordinates given are, see, x1, y1 is what? Minus 2, 6. And x2, y2 is what? Equal to 4, 8. Okay, if two coordinates are given, then if the coordinates of 2 points of the line are given, then how will you find the slope of the line? M is equal to, see here it is first line, so m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, right? We study this equation, right? So substitute this value of y2, y1, x2 and x1 in this equation, then we'll get m1 is equal to 8 minus y1 is 6 divided by x2 is 4 minus x1 is minus 2. That is 8 minus 6 is 2 divided by 4 minus minus 2. So that will become 4 plus 2. That is 6. So that is m1 is equal to 1 by 3. Is it clear, students? So find the slope of the second line. Second line. Okay. Here, the coordinates of the 2 points is x1, y1 is equal to what? 8, 12 and x2, y2 is equal to x 24, right? So here, the slope of the line m2 is what? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is equal to, what is the value of y2? It is 24 minus 12 divided by x minus 8. Okay, so that is equal to what? 24 minus 12 is 12. 12 divided by x minus 8. This is the value of m2. Okay, second slope. Okay, so if what is the equation? We have seen that the two lines are perpendicular to each other, right? So we can say m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So substitute the value of m1 and m2 here. m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. That is 1 by 3. m1 is 1 by 3 and m2 is 12 divided by x minus 8. That is equal to minus 1. Right? So cancel this 3 and 12. You'll get 3. 3 into 4 is 12, right? So we can write 4 by x minus 8 is equal to minus 1. Then put this x minus 8 into the right hand side, then you'll get 4 is equal to minus of x minus 8. That is equal to minus x plus 8, right? By removing the bracket, we'll get it is equal to 4 is equal to minus x plus 8. That is x is equal to 8 minus 4. That is equal to 4. Okay, is it clear, students? So the value of x is 4. This is how you find the value of coordinates and the value of slope of the lines. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept, students. So thank you, students, once again. Please do comment on the comment section so that we can improve ourselves, and log on to our website inviewpoint.in to join our courses, and email, or you can email us at info@inviewpoint.in. So thank you once again, students. See you in the next class.